Today, not everyone has the same chances. But when you give people the support they need to turn their lives around on their own terms, things change.
Avant l'arrivée de ce projet, je n'avais rien. Même le fait de financer les études de mes enfants, assurer la santé de mes enfants, je n'avais rien. Je ne pouvais même m'acheter des habits.
We do everything with our hand. We need help, fertilizer, machine to help us to grow more food, to help our children to go to school.
เป็นครอบครัวที่ว่ามันทุกข์ยากอย่างเนาะแล้วก็มาโซกเพียกเฮ็ดเพื่อเลี้ยงดูครอบครัวคือการดูแลลูกเนาะ
Trade can mean opening a door to a brighter tomorrow for communities around the world. It creates jobs, higher incomes to spend on family needs, and above all, it gives people choices on how to build their futures their way.
Les bénéfices, ils sont énormes, ils sont divers. Sans indépendance financière, il ne faut pas compter sur un développement réel et durable.
Farmers would benefit and would be certain of the price, so it would better the livelihood of those in the rural areas.
The women, they raise their own higher when they have incomes for the family. We will help the women to equal right to the man.
But that means that trade needs to work for the poorest countries with the most challenges to get to global markets. And a chance to compete once they get there. With 12% of the world's population, least developed countries make up just 1% of world trade. Something isn't adding up.
If we can address the constraints of infrastructure, markets, capacity, technology, Liberia should not be dependent on aid within a period of 10 years. That's our goal, and we think we can achieve it.
My presentation today...
LDCs in this process have to pull up their socks themselves and use their potential.
Essayer un peu d'atteindre les objectifs du cadre intégré.
We are not saying help us, but rather help us to help ourselves.
With the right tools and partners backed by aid to help them develop trade, countries are moving ahead. It just makes good sense and is already making an impact. The enhanced integrated framework, working in 47 of the poorest countries in Africa, Asia and the Pacific, is being supported by partners worldwide to do just that.
The real value of the program lies in the tools that we use to try and support the countries in moving ahead in terms of identifying their needs and coming up with very specific actions oriented at addressing those specific needs.
So I think I would also like the partnership which has come together to constitute the enhanced integrated framework is, I think, very, very important. It's the first time that trade has actually been put into the equation of development.
Je pense que le cadre intégré renforcé est un réceptacle qui nous permet de mobiliser les interventions de différents bailleurs de fonds dans le cadre de l'aide au commerce.
EIF is about to help sort of grassroots level economic activity, and then the effect is immediate and very significant.
And in Mali, this has meant helping hundreds of poor women in rural areas to export mangoes. And now they are moving to jam making for higher wages in the process. Liberia shows how far trade can move a country forward and leave the past behind. Reforms are making business easier, and there are plans to boost agricultural prospects for poor farmers. While in Lao, government's leadership and dialogue with business and development partners is helping promote trade, including securing a strong future for silk weavers.
Mon souhait est que les partenaires nous donnent beaucoup d'opportunités pour améliorer la vie.
We have the enthusiasm, we may have the idea, we may have the stamina, but we need technical assistance as well as market intelligence.
For the LDC to be integrated with the worldwide trade, we're looking forward to see more assistance from the other partners to solve together with these problems.
The trade development equation often means a bumpy ride. The EIF is helping to lay the right foundations, supporting skills and local plans for trade, with everyone who has a stake to go forward using the same roadmap. And that is good news for farmers who can get a wider range of their produce to new markets, traders who can get more of their products on the shelf, but most of all, for securing better livelihoods for communities that are most in need.
On the projects, we have started seeing real impact on the ground. Here we are, this is what we can do, but we can do more if only we were given additional resources.
Trade can be a big leverage to reduce poverty, provided actors in least developed countries are empowered to use trade, which is why Aid for Trade and the Enhanced Integrated Framework are so important for them, hence for us.
All that we had during the crisis, it was all taken away. Partnering with Integrated Framework will go a very long way, which we change a lot of things around the community, around the environment, and so on.
Trade gives signals to the world. If that signal is well interpreted by partners, then they would have a better world to live in, more interdependent and more stable.
Trade is a part of all of our life choices, shaping what we buy and how we connect to the world around us. It's not always a fast-track solution, but it's the best chance poorest countries have to be part of the world economy for real. Add your voice to what the EIF and Aid for Trade can do for the global community right now.